So the 9 of Pentacles in the background, you're learning how to be like really exude that self-confidence, right? And that generosity. Like, I feel like you're learning to be more free with your energy in terms of with the right people, with people that do feel aligned. I feel like new people are definitely coming in as well. It's like giving yourself permission, Page of Cups, giving yourself permission to let your inner child play, to let yourself like your creative side really come out and like be more playful and more carefree to kind of like help distract you away from this need, like holding on so tight, right? Lisa says, I felt like I need to be right. I need to explain myself until I am. Now I am learning to be quiet and let life flow. That's a really great point because again, it's like if we are constantly expending our mental energy, like we're constantly giving, we're trying to explain ourselves and we're trying to be seen and heard by the people that just, they're never going to see you. They're never going to see you how you really truly are. It's like you are like exhausting yourself and you're wasting that precious resource when it should be reciprocal and balanced. And so I like that you're learning that because it's like, you know, not everybody requires a response either. Not everybody requires, you know, you to tap in on things. Like you don't have to because you're confident in yourself now. High Priestess energy, you're confident in yourself. So what's happening right now in the present, yeah, I like this. What's happening right now in the present with the Page of Wands and the High Priestess and the Moon card, it's like, again, you're actually putting into play what you've learned from the past. Like with the Page of Wands, it's like you're giving yourself permission to try new things, try new experiences, being around different groups of people. Probably something like you've not ever really been around. Like Lisa, you're down in Mexico. I mean, that's like a perfect example of getting out there and putting yourself out there and trying new experiences and stuff, right? It's like the Page of Wands is about enthusiasm, having a new sense of enthusiasm in life and being spontaneous and creative. And it's also about really growing into yourself and really it through that growing into yourself and really letting yourself be seen and expressive. Like it's showing you that you are trusting yourself. You're really starting to really trust yourself. With the moon energy, again, like double Pisces energy, I feel like because you have done some shadow work, you have done some depth work, you know, the moon illuminates things that are hidden within, and a lot of that stuff is what is within us. And when we give ourselves permission to go beyond even the shadow, you know, and like what's underneath that is usually like our deepest fears, right? Our deepest fears like this, our deepest fears about not being accepted, our deepest fears about losing certain people in our lives, right? It's like when you, oh, I'm getting chills on that right now, goosey spirit chills on that. When you allow yourself and you're brave enough and courageous enough to go into those depths of your subconscious. And again, guys, this is beyond shadow work. Okay. This is going underneath the shadow into your deepest fears. It's like what happens is the moon shines that for you because the moon is all about emotions, energies, right? And trusting what's coming through your emotions, right? And so many people are afraid to even feel their emotions. So I feel like what's happening in the presence for you is you are still exploring your emotions. You're exploring those things that are creating a lot of fear within you, and you're like overcoming it. I'm getting goosebumps on that. You're overcoming it because, you know, you're coming up to the surface. Like think about the traditional moon card in the tarot that it's like a crawfish or a lobster coming out of the water, coming up onto a new path. It's like that's an example of you going into that deep subconscious. Hi, Farah. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us, my love. It's like when you allow yourself to do that, you come out of that experience with a brand new sense of independence, with a brand new sense of strength and like empowerment. And because you have faced that deepest level of fear. And that's like Lisa was talking about. Now I'm learning to be quiet and let life flow. That's what happens. I'm getting chills on this, big spirit chills on the tops of my thighs. Spirit's confirming this for somebody that's watching this right now, and also confirming this for me as I channel this. This is basically you emerging very self-empowered, You're trusting in the flow, and the flow is really happening to you. The universe is working with you so much more smoothly now because you are learning to really trust your inner guidance. How does this feel? How do I feel? How does my body feel? How do I feel around this person? How do I feel in this environment? Catching yourself a lot quicker. Wow, I feel like I have to hold back because this person's intimidated by me, or they're comparing themselves, or some type of whatever, like yucky vibe, right? But like you catch yourself and you're like, no, I'm going to let my freak flag fly, baby, because this is who I am. And I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And I just want to freaking be me because that's the best thing to do. And you know what? If this person likes it, great. And if they don't, that's okay too. I'm unbothered by it because I love myself enough and I value myself enough. And I've done the freaking dirty work. Like literally, you've done the freaking dirty work, what most people are not willing to do. And so why would you waste your most valuable resource, which is your energy, on people that aren't doing that? Do you know what I'm saying? So I really like that that's happening for you in the present. Wow, that was a lot of energy that came through. Let's see what's going on in the okay, this is what's coming through. It's already very fast. So with the 5 of Swords and the High Priestess and the Lover's card, oops, we don't want to like shun out the High Priestess, okay, baby? I feel like this is what's coming through. So over the next several weeks, up to 4 weeks, again, timeless reading, my loves. What's going to happen is when you do this healing and you face your own, like the depths of the depth, right? And you're like, you're changing, you're stepping into your power, you're letting that freak flag fly, you're letting yourself really, truly shine, right? There are going to be people that are not down with it. 5 of Swords. They're going to be threatened by it on some level. And I'm speaking about both people that have known the prior version of you, as well as new people coming in that are not aligned. And so there's going to be potentially like a lot of, I'm picking up passive aggressiveness. There's like hypercriticalness, judgment, like potentially manipulating you, trying to make you feel like, you know, that's not cool, or da, 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 da. It's like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's like, this is giving me High Priestess. This is where you kick in and really, again, you trust your inner guidance, my love. You know what I'm saying? You trust your inner guidance. And again, how does it feel? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I love that shit. You're progressing. It's like when this comes in the future, because again, when you learn these really big lessons, these soul lessons, the universe is going to test you to make sure that you're ready to move on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And so you have the discernment, you've reached those depths, you trust yourself, you're feeling your feelings. Just ask yourself the question, how am I feeling? How am I feeling around this person? How am I feeling around this environment? And guess what? There's either going to be alignment or there's not. There's the Lover's card in the future. There's going to be some decisions coming up for you. I'll get clarification on that. I feel like maybe for some of you, some type of a new job offer or up leveling in a position, maybe a new position within a job. There could be like a new friend group coming in or a new friend. There could be also a new potential romantic partner coming in. But I feel like Spirit's like, you know, be careful and use your discernment. You know what I mean? Because whoever, it's a very big decision, like on a very, you know, the Lover's card isn't just about a new lover coming in or a new romantic, although that could be the case, right? But the Lover's card is about it's about an important decision and choice that you're making that has a very big impact on you, on your day to day. And who you allow around you, whose energy you are expending your energy on, and whose energy you allow to be around you is probably one of the biggest decisions and choices that you're making on a day-to-day basis. That's why it's such a huge soul lesson and a huge life lesson. So yeah, I think that that's really important. If it feels yucky, folks, if it feels yucky, if it feels like you have to dim, if it feels like they're being critical or passive aggressive, if it feels like you're being manipulated, it's a hell no. You know what I mean? If it's not a hell yes, if you're not feeling like totally like juicy and yourself and fun loving and like totally you, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. So that's where I'm going to leave it in terms of the initial tarot spread, my loves. If this is where we leave it at 2535 and you got enough from this reading, thank you so much for being with me. Always appreciate hitting that like, subscribe, follow, drop something in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I love, love, love it. And then also, again, booking link in the description box. But if you're going to stay with me, my loves, whether you're watching this live or replay, let's get after the clarifications, shall we?